Hi, and welcome to another feeding of my largest worm bin. It's been about 2 weeks since we were in here. I know it's looking a little different than the last time you saw it, as I have added my failure as a dragon fruit person. Sadly, over this past weekend, 3 of my flowers opened in the rain, and why I wasn't feeling well enough to get out there to pollinate them. And unfortunately, these are self-sterile variety dragon fruit, so they cannot pollinate themselves. No how, no chance. So rather than watch them fall off in a week or two, I proactively took them off and removed them. Fortunately, I still have 3 more flowers on the orchard. They're all outside on the back fence line. 2 are Cosmic Charlie, and 1 is an unknown red. So back to the feeding. This is the 5th or 6th, I can't remember. I'll write it in the description. I believe this is the 5th time we're feeding my largest 40-gallon worm bin. The last time we fed them along this line back here. No, we didn't. Maybe we did. I can't remember. No, I just put paper bedding back there because we scraped down to the bottom back there and there wasn't very much there. And we had fed them up here. So we don't have to stir up that material back there, but let's check out what it's looking like in here. I'm hoping you guys are seeing a little better today with the lighting. I've got lights going out of every direction, trying to give you guys a little bit of better viewing. Fortunately, the light scares the worms, so it's not very, it's good for you guys, but it's not good for the wormies. It will make them disappear faster. The wormies are working through this material, this paper bedding under here, at an alarming rate. I know red wigglers like paper, but I know African night crawlers like it better, and they can compost a bunch more paper product than little red wigglers. But these little red wigglers are an amazing set of wormies. They are tearing through this bedding at an alarming rate. This is about a year's worth of bedding in this bin, mixed with some paper that I mixed in with it. And they're just tearing through it. I cannot believe how well they're doing. So if you want a food that will, you got hamsters and you use paper bedding, definitely look into using the paper bedding as your food source for your wormy bins. Very good thing to keep out of the landfills and transfer right over into farm or rich, nutrient dense compost for your gardens. Like, why would you throw this out? Like, this is amazing. People spend lots of money to get worm castings this good and this loaded with good life. It's not just paper bedding in there. There was lots of vegetables that the hamsters ate. These are the stalks from the my garden, my romaine lettuce garden. And the wormies in the other bin were tearing through it. They got it down to little fibers, so I'm sure in this bin they'll get to the same level. This one's worked down better. They are just trucking through this paper product unbelievably fast, along with the foods that I put in. So I'm a happy worm daddy here. We will let's move them flowers over, because this is going to be our feeding zone. We're going to put some paper product on there, so it will get mixed in. Let's scoop over one more layer just to see how well they're doing. They're just kicking butt. There's an apple that I fed them the last time, and oh yeah, there be the wormy ball you all want to watch. So that is an apple that the wormies are working. That is just there. Yeah, a little wormy in there. Little, I don't see cocoons in this material as easily as maybe in a month or two. I gotta get some corn cobs growing on in this bin. I know there's a few that came over, but yeah, I know my trick with corn cobs and cocoons. They equal. Yeah, you put corn cobs in any bin of mine, and yeah, the wormies will start turning into cocoon factories. So yeah, watch that worm ball for another minute. And we're gonna scoop the worm ball. Not damn, I don't want to close it. Darn it. I was trying to move it down so that it was next to the... There we go. Alright, these guys can still watch all the wormy activity. We can move this over. Alright, we're gonna get some bedding. And we're gonna get this feeding moving. Get these guys on the tripod and you can watch away. So, on the menu today we have since these wormies are really working through the bedding, we're going to load that one side up with some extra bedding. Try to build that side back up. We got bedding in there, and some of the food that I did have was frozen, but I believe it's all thawed by now. So we got some carrots for the feeding zone. We've got a kiwi for the feeding zone. Got some kiwi juices to drip in there. We've got some peach. This was a month's frozen peach, now thawing. And one peach that I am going to rip the skin if I can grip it. I might have to knife this. Hold on one moment. This, I forgot about this peach. It was one of my last peaches. Smaller sized one, and yeah, it turned into a petrified peach. gotta get the skin ripped on it so that the wormies can get into it. Alright, I think the knife got it that time. Yeah, knife got it that time. So, put a little bit of petrified peach. Not frozen ever. We will get one more cut into it, and then we'll let the wormies work on it. I'm sure they'll clean it off in due time. Okay, we got our last solid food is used to be pepper, green pepper. We have some cucumber. Used to be frozen, now thawed, soaking wet, dripping, lots of water, cucumber. And unfortunately, yeah, I did freeze it, and there's some cucumber water and seeds, which I'm sure I'll be upset about in a week or two, but live and let live. I'm not worried about some seeds trying to come to life. There's some water that came from the thawing of the food. So they're gonna get some coffee. This is the first time this bin is getting coffee. Not getting a lot, just enough. They're gonna get some seashell grit or seashell to be used as grit, and there's some basalt rock dust and glacier rock dust mixed in with that sea salt or seashell. The wormies need grit to process in their digestive tract to help break down their food. This helps with that, and a good source of calcium for the worm bin as well. They are going to get a scoop of the world famous, I love potion, worm chow. Love potion vermi chow. Majority of it smells like it's oatmeals, and yeah, it's good for the wormies. They like it. They devour it. And I believe, well, that's going to conclude our check-in. I'm going to backfill a little bit of this feeding zone to keep the flying fruit fly issued to a minimum. Just cover over that fruit, make sure it's buried, it's not frozen, so the wormies aren't going to be sitting on frozen stuff. All that stuff was thawing. That's a peach or apple. An apple peel from a different half of the apple. The last feeding, and yeah, there were some greens from a carrot. Let's check the get our little rake scraper. Make sure that we don't have any wormies trapped on the rake. And I would just want to say thank you, and thank you to all my new subscribers that have subscribed the last week and two. Looking forward to getting to number 50. Hopefully that will happen by Saturday. I plan to do a video this weekend, and maybe I'll go live as well as the video, but building my compost wood pile heater on the back side of the greenhouse in hopes of being able to heat this greenhouse without buying a bunch of diesel fuel this year. So look forward to that video. And hey, thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for coming to watch another feeding of my 40-gallon worm bin. Thank you all. Bye-bye now. What's wrong? Stop. I say stop recording. Monsieur? On you come.